right, so the next story we have to cover is actually an update on the Assassin's Creed Shadows controversy. So I hate doing these follow-up stories. I absolutely fucking hate it because it feels like...
I love that it bumped itself up a notch to a gay Black Samurai.
Yeah, it's like, well, okay, so we did a video on Assassin's Creed Shadows. We did it. We did one video on Assassin's Creed Shadows. It did really well for us, and so now we have an update, and we're talking about it again.
You got Talk Scrifton.
It feels like it. I don't think I'm the...
It feels naughty.
It feels like a bad thing to talk about news that I've already talked about news on.
Well, I mean, it's an update. They apparently there's like going to be romances in the game too.
Yeah.
So you got a potentially, it says potentially gay Black Samurai.
I caught myself whenever I'm talking about this game or the Yasuke Netflix animation show, I just say Black Samurai as like the title of the show, not intentionally. Like I'm talking about Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I'm talking to people about
Assassin's Creed Black Samurai.
Have you guys heard of Have you guys heard of this new game, Black Samurai? I'd say that not intentionally trying to do it. Like I just caught myself. They're like, no, I haven't heard of that. And I was like, so it's an Assassin's Creed. Wait.
Like, oh yeah, that's the name of it.
It's Assassin's Creed Shadows, not Black Samurai.
You're very culturally insensitive.
I am. It sucks.
Isn't this considered cultural appropriation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sure.
Huh.
How do you like? Obviously, they're just taking Japanese culture and just saying anybody could be a samurai. Even left-handed people could be a samurai.
Yeah, right.
Because they never address that.
Oh, cut off your left hand, make you use your right.
Did you know about this?
Like
Colton?
a normal person.
So, samurai were required to use their right hand, even if they were left-handed. You're left-handed, right?
No. I'm normal.
You're not.
I'm not one of those weird freaks.
Comment if
What do you mean you swing with a club left-handed? I don't understand that.
You kick with your left foot? What a freaking weirdo. But so the update on this story is obviously the Black Samurai is now gay, or potentially gay. Sorry.
You can make him gay.
You can make him gay with your choices.
His sexuality is as wishy-washy as his skin color.
We had that in Baldur's Gate. I didn't pick up on that. I don't listen to you. I don't listen to you. Back to myself.
Right after I said that, I'm like, that makes no sense.
It's fine.
Oh man.
Clipped.
I'm just grabbing the shader in the game and just adjusting the brightness on the game.
It's like South Park game where it's like adjust the difficulty. The wider you are, the easier it is.
I need that in this game.
This won't affect gameplay, but every other choice in life.
But the Black Samurai is potentially gay now, and honestly, you have that in like Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 had it like super ambiguous.
I mean, you could
for
fuck
like
a bear. It got weird.
It did.
What?
So so you know of Baldur's Gate 3,
Where
right?
the bear fucks you. I
heard of it.
don't know if that makes it better, but
In Baldur's Gate 3, it's an RPG. There's so much variety in like the like interactions between the characters in the game, and they actually have a lot of sexual like scenes in that game, like relationship scenes in that game. And you could explore that with the male characters if you were male characters, female characters if you were female. So obviously, you know which one I did.
Wasn't Mass Effect the same way?
What's that?
Mass Effect was kind of the same. Mass Effect 2?
Kind of.
Kind of. You could
form relationships, but it
Well,
wasn't super
like in the
sexualized.
romance way, yeah. But I mean, with the gayness, I think it only
With the
came up like
gayness.
once.
Oh, okay.
But
Starfield started to get weird.
I never.
There was
even
like
cared
there was
about the
replies
opinions.
to some of the male characters if you were traveling with them a lot, and they would say flirt before, and I'm like,
I mean, it's a quippy answer, but I don't know. But in Baldur's Gate 3, bear fucks you.
oh,
Yeah.
like a bear.
bear fucks you. Yep.
Not like a name for like a big hairy gay man, but like
Right,
an
but
actual
like a
bear.
Yeah. They have
Okay.
bears in the game.
Like, obviously,
Birds and frogs.
in the game and the character.
They have Stone. Have you heard of Stone?
I think he's an elf, but he turns into a bear. And
He's
that fucks your brains out.
He's a druid. I don't
so
know.
lost right now.
Helson. Anyway,
So anyway, Black Samurai.
So Elon Musk weighs in on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Elon Musk weighs in on Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Black Samurai.
His comment saying
Fuck it up even more. Shadows,
kill-
Black Samurai.
DEI kills art. That is as true a statement as I have ever heard. First off, I think that modern art absolutely sucks. That's my interpretation of modern art. You have,
Like shit that goes in a gallery?
yeah.
Yeah.
It frickin' sucks.
Just like splatter paint on a canvas.
Yeah, or
It's
someone
beautiful.
just pees into a toilet that's sitting there. It's like,
Oh,
very
what a
nice.
statement!
Wow,
What a statement about the cultural significance of this moment in time.
hell of a stream.
The only piece of modern art I actually found thought provoking was they had this machine with like a squeegee
With the
cleaner
oil.
with the oil
Yeah.
around it, and it's constantly cleaning up the oil, bringing it closer to itself. I thought that was actually
Well, it's
kind of
running on
interesting.
that hydraulic fluid, so it'll pull it back and suck back into the pump, so it's constantly keeping itself alive.
Yep, and I thought that was actually kind of
I can
interesting.
relate.
But it was like dyed red, so it was even creepier.
Yeah, it was. I thought that was interesting. Anyway,
It
modern
was
art
off-road
sucks.
hydraulic fluid.
No, yeah.
Assassin's Creed. Jesus Christ!
Wow, dude.
It's stuck in my head. I can't stop
Racist.
saying it.
Racist.
If I was born in the South back when the Civil War was happening, I would have a very hard time getting rid of a very particular
I think
word
you
in
would
my
have been
geography.
very progressive, I guess, then.
Oh, yeah.
Black Samurai.
Black.
There are other words you could use that are far worse.
Ubisoft injecting DEI into this. We had a lot of comments talking about this. Like, the fact that they will not stop doubling down on this game. And this game...
Ubisoft is so woke that they didn't need to hire someone like Black Girl Gamer or Sweet Baby Inc. That's like, oh, we already got it.
Yeah, we got this covered. We're teaching you. But AI kills art is such a honest take on this entire controversy because...
DEI. I think you said AI kills art.
DEI kills art. Thank you. But DEI killing art is absolutely true. You
What is
can't have...
DEI?
DEI is...
Diversity, equity, inclusion.
Oh,
So
okay.
diversity being obviously
I got it.
more persons of color. And,
Anyone but white or Asian.
I got it. It's
Based
pretty.
off
It's pretty
said
self-explanatory once you lay it out.
yeah,
acronym.
once you say what
I get it.
means,
Thanks,
then you know
guys.
what it means. Yes. But
Equity means that communism.
So DEI applies all these checkboxes and all these parameters to whatever you're going to create. You can't have honest art if you have to apply parameters to it. This is why, like, the most iconic and famous artists across all of history were always speaking truth to power through their art. And
Truth to power. God, that sentence has been bastardized.
yeah, I did it
Just
bad.
speaking truth to power, it's like, all right, calm down, Susan.
You have all the power, Karen.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't have good artwork if you have parameters surrounding it that pigeonhole what it can even do.
Well, DEI is even killing like Oscars because you have to meet this certain DEI checklist in order to be even up for an Oscar.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't. If your movie doesn't check all these boxes, then you can't have it in the Oscars, and you can't succeed. It is absurd. It's absolutely insane. I'm glad that DEI is kind of dying, and at least more people are paying attention to it in the gaming industry.
Yeah, normies are catching on.
Well, it's
normies-
every industry. It's like
It
you can't
is.
watch a TV show without it being culturally appropriate. It's like,
Yeah.
all right.
In so Chicago Fire, I told you guys I was watching it. In season 6 of Chicago Fire, this was happening back in I think it came out in 2014, 15, and taking a knee at the national anthem was super like.
Well,
it
that
was
started
just
that
picking
started
up.
in 2020.
Well, there's that.
No, it
I
was
think
got-
it's the same season. They're wearing masks a lot too.
I'm not sure what I mean.
Or maybe you haven't gone to that season.
Colin
yet.
Kaepernick taking a knee was happening a long time before 2020. 2020 was COVID. So
Oh, I mean, yeah, whenever that George fella.
Floyd,
Yeah.
George fellow.
George criminal what?
Saint George Floyd.
Saint, yeah, absolutely.
Saint George.
But taking a knee during the national anthem was culturally a cultural talking point that was being discussed, and all of a sudden, this episode I'm watching from all that time ago, it takes the forefront in that episode as as something they're going through,
Right.
and I'm just like, so culturally, like the things that were happening culturally were being talked about in media, but that seemed to really have a starting point at that point in time. Like it really seemed like that was kind of a start to a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like a decade now that's been. It's like I was just watching a South Park episode or whatever. And it's like, you know, the farmer with the cows and whatnot.
Yeah.
He's talking to a guy. He's like, so it seems like everyone's going PC and woke and whatnot. And he's like, how long do you think it's gonna last? He's like, I don't know. Last one lasted about 5 years or whatever. I'm like, dude, we're a decade into this one.
This is what's taking too long.
This is a new one.
yeah. This is third wave woke.
Third wave wokeism.
I think that when it comes specifically to Yasuke and the Black Samurai, I didn't do it on purpose. I swear to God.
Yasuke and the Black Samurai? That's kind of redundant.
Black Samurai was the title of the game in my mind. Again, Assassin's Creed Shadows. When it comes to Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'm just
It's like saying James and Slim.
Yeah.
Not Slim.
Assassin's Creed Yasuke, the Black Samurai, and Shadows.
Black Shadow.
Black Shadows. Dude, what is wrong with you? Do you think before you open your
it's
mouth?
Black
or is it just
Assassins,
going?
guys. Get it right.
Black Assassins. That's an advantage.
Yeah.
Black Assassins, Yasuke Creed.
Imagine how much you save on like camouflage. That'd be if you were like a black assassin.
In 15th century Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
Yes.
going to blend in.
Oh, good times.
I'm just picturing like even if they were, like, you couldn't see their face or anything, they're still like a foot taller than everybody else.
Do you play basketball?
All right. So Elon Musk bringing this talking point to this. It's just honesty. DEI does kill art. You cannot have honest art
You can't
if you
have
have
limitations if you're going to create art.
if you have parameters around it. And video games have been some of the most influential pieces of art that have ever come through. You know, you have moments in the gaming industry that have like spoken to entire generations. Like if you talk about like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 lobbies, like everyone who grew up knows in that time knows exactly what you were talking about.
Well, because of that, we have the phrase gamer words now.
Yeah.
It's like, don't say gamer words.
Yeah. You have people talk about no Russian in the context of like
Did you try to kill every civilian in that?
I played that game so many times through. I tried like to kill specific people.
I was like, maybe there's an achievement for it. Let's go again.
I was going speed run.
Oh, I know which one you're talking
Yeah,
about.
no Russian. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have these
In the
moments
train station, right?
Yeah,
yeah, airport.
Yeah, airport.
Oh yeah.
But
Same thing.
more specifically, like, can you imagine if Halo Reach is my go-to? It's the best game that's ever come out. If you had Halo Reach was subject to this was subject to this stuff, it would have absolutely ruined the characters that they had in that game. And they had an insanely diverse group of characters that had amazing characters. They had great characters in that game.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's set like this is supposed to be a history-based game. Well, Halo is just far future in space.
Yeah, it's
it's like it doesn't matter the color or the size or
one's
whoever
500 years in the future, the other one's 500 years
exactly,
in the past.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it matters more within history because then people try to rewrite history like this, and then people get a big problem with that. But in the future, it doesn't really matter as much because you're in space. You're not on Earth. You don't have the same borders. You don't have the same issues.
Right. And you could have, and honestly, in the future, they've solved racism and they've solved all of this DEI.
Oh yeah, obviously.
And then you bring in the Halo.
Because they painted everyone with blackface. So.
Right. But then you have the Halo TV show, which is an abomination and an affront to all things that are good.
I liked it. I watched it 4 times.
Don't even 4 times. No. First off, you're lying.
I keep on rewatching the scene where Master Chief is just taking a shower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Master Cheeks.
Master. You see that guy's ass more than his face in the video games.
What?
Fuck, I'm not going through it.
I think you downloaded the wrong one.
Yeah, you might be the wrong DLC.
You made the Master Cheeks joke, and I'm.
Yeah, in the TV show.
That's what I
his
said.
cheeks are out
You
in
play
there.
in third person for that reason, don't you?
Always.
Okay.
You got a mod where he's just not wearing any armor?
Except his helmet.
Just
I'm not taking his
top of
helmet
the
off.
armor and helmet.
You got to keep the helmet on.
The helmet was an affront. Taking the helmet off.
You got to keep the socks and helmet on.